Welcome to the Rocks Art Gallery. Today we are speaking with Rob Davidson, one of 40 local artists in the gallery. Rob, can you briefly describe what type of artwork you have showing in the gallery now?
Yes, I'm a watercolor artist. I'm known for painting in bright, pure colors on both paper and canvas. And I like to paint things that are part of my life, like sports, skiing, and fly fishing. And I also architecture, which is what my profession has been, landscapes and animals.
Rob, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what initially drew you to the world of art?
Well, what drew me is really a good thing that happened at a bad time in my life. At age 40, I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. And through it, I, at that time, was a principal in my architecture firm. My kids were 10 and 12 years old. It made me rethink life. And so I wrote down a list of things I always wanted to do, and watercolor painting came to the top. So from that moment, I decided to take a class. So I took one at a local rec center once a week for about 6 weeks, and man, I got hooked. I painted every day for almost a year, even if it was just 10 minutes when I got home from work. I found out it really balanced work with life. So then I thought I'd go a little further with it and see if I could just be happy doing it. I began with doing shows. I bought a tent. My first shows were in places in the mountains like Breckenridge, Winter Park. I did the Artist Student League of Denver. Then I got in some galleries, and after doing that, I decided, boy, I really like this. So that was kind of the first step. It led towards giving me the opportunity to step away from my profession as an architect. I designed hospitals. And so I decided to go ahead and retire somewhat early. I finished my last project, which is the new St. Joseph Hospital. And it opened, the day it opened, I left. And that date, I'll always remember, because it was 12/13/14, December 13th, 2014.
A retired hospital architect will be honored this month by the Limb Preservation Foundation. 24 years ago, Bob Davidson, make that Rob, nearly lost an arm to cancer.
Kathy Walsh reports he found a new way of looking at life.
How do you know when a piece of art is finished?
That is a really good question, and I think most artists struggle with that. In my studio, I have some Post-its. On one of them, it says, a painting 90% finished is so much better than a painting that's 120% overworked. I also have one that says, when I paint in 2 steps, if the painting doesn't improve, then I'm done.
What are some of the projects you're currently working on, or are there any upcoming exhibitions or events we should look out for?
Currently, I've got a series of smoke paintings, which are really kind of unusual. You take a lit candle and a piece of mat board. I get the sky wet with just clean water, and then I hold it up over the lit candle and move it around, and the carbon fiber in the smoke of the candle makes for these great backdrops. I paint some trees in, and they make wonderful smoky-filled snow scenes, winter scenes. Upcoming, I have a commission for 13 paintings at Lutheran Medical Center in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, and that's due in the spring, so that's keeping me pretty busy.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to listeners?
Yeah, I'd just say that I'm very happy here at Rocks Arts Gallery. I ended up selling my tent, no longer going to do outdoor shows. I'm very happy just being here. And I'll just end with a patron story. I sold a painting called Bullwinkle a couple months ago to a couple, and it's about 3 feet by 4 foot of a moose on canvas. And either luck or destiny, I was working a shift here, and the couple came in and I met them. And it just touched my heart, because the gentleman said that he's not in great health, and that every morning he gets up and first thing he looks out of bed, he's not in a great mood, but he sees my Bullwinkle and it puts him in a great mood. Just brought me to tears. So that's why we do it. It was great to hear from him.
Well, that concludes our interview with our talented artist, Rob Davidson. We hope you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of Rob's artistry. Go to the gallery website, rocksartsgallery.com, and visit Rob's artist page for more detail, contact information, and sample images of his artwork.